Greetings, dear viewers. Welcome. Today's poem is Crime Against Chess. What is this title all about? This is a title that is related to the game between Viktor Korchnoi and Mikhail Tal in the 1955 USSR team championships. To give a background about the game, this is a game where Mikhail Tal was playing white and Viktor Korchnoi was playing with the black pieces. Mikhail Tal, for the very first time, went to play for a draw with white, and this was very rare because Mikhail Tal was considered as a very aggressive player. Even today, his games are considered to be a great resource for any attacking player. A lot of attacking players say that they base their games on Mikhail Tal's play. But in this game against Viktor Korchnoi, Mikhail Tal was mentally prepared just for a draw. And this can also be due to the fact that Viktor Korchnoi was always considered as a very difficult player to play against. He was considered as a great counter puncher. Whenever there was some attacking plan, some of the players used to resort to defense, but Viktor Korchnoi was very famous to somehow come up with moves which actually countered that particular attack with an counter attack. So I think this might have made things difficult for Mikhail Tal, but nevertheless Tal never did that. He never went to play for a draw playing with the white pieces, and he recounts in his autobiography Life and Games of Mikhail Tal that this is the only game that he has played with white for a draw. And lastly, the thing that he says about this game is that he says that he became a little guilty and swore to himself that it is a crime to play with white pieces and go for a draw. This is still a famous quote which you are going to come across in the poem. The very last stanza will have this quote. But nevertheless, this is interesting in terms of how even the smallest things can have an impact on the players. Mikhail Tal made a promise to himself that he is never going to play with white pieces for a draw again, and he did not play for a draw with the white pieces again in his life. So this is a kind of an interesting game, and the poem is all about this particular game. Let us get into the poem. It was the coveted tournament, a renowned team event, the 1955 USSR team championship, the trophy which every team desired to grip. The attacking genius Mikhail Tal had an order which was tall, up against the master of ploy, the bold warrior Viktor Korchnoi. Tal playing white chose a variation which did garner some questions. The exchange French variation chosen by Tal, which did not impress himself at all. This is the only game that Tal playing white, knowing firmly that it was not right, played for a draw, which according to him was a flaw. It was after this game that Tal swore to himself, which has become a quote in itself, to play for a draw at any rate with white is to some degree a crime against chess. The full poem along with the explanation is available in the description. Thanks for your attention.